Hey guys, my name is Frost. I really like gacha games, but in particular, I really like Wuthering Waves.
Hey, get a load of this kurobot. Guy said Wuwo is better than Genshin and Zenless.
Wait, I never said it's objectively better.
Yeah, sure, you kuroshills.
What did you just say to my glorious king, Kuro Games? I'll have you know that our games have way better combat than Hoyos, and you suck it up with your 30 primos and polychromes. Get your yapas out of here with that Honkai clone and Genshin clone. Genshin on top, baby, Hoyo on top. Your game's going to go to EOS. Your desk treats you like a milk tower. Our desk actually listen.
Game runs like ass.
But we actually get compensation instead of your
How about you
explain Kuro Games leaking emails, huh? You literally stole Alchemy Star's design. Better than your boring ass designs. If you happen to find yourself doing this out of free will, consider yourself mentally challenged. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call gacha tribalism, where people have an extreme loyalty and bias towards one gacha game or the company behind it, or what we call it extreme glazing. These two forces of nature will stop at nothing at pushing their agenda that their Chinese company is better. Have you ever want to express your satisfaction with a gacha game online? Well, too bad, because your thread is gonna look like Stalingrad in 1943. Say you enjoy Zenless Zone Zero for like the combat, for example, which is like a perfectly fine thing to say. There's going to be someone from bumfuck Idaho typing on their keyboard and say, did you know that Wuwo combat is actually way better than Zenless Zone Zero? While I agree to the opinion that Wuthering Waves combat is superior to ZZZ and Genshin, I don't rub it to everyone's faces at the mere mention of combat in gacha. Same thing for Extreme Hoyoverse fans, like Wuwo celebrates its 30 million download count and like very good revenue reports, and they still have the audacity to say the game will be dead after a month.
I don't think anymore now. I stopped thinking a long time ago because...
Now, we have seen this happen a bit with Tower of Fantasy releasing, since the game is an open world anime style gacha just like Genshin, but the MMO element gave the target audience a different experience to try, and it was really successful at first, until both haters and fans realized that the game is kinda dookie, now sitting at the bottom. But Wuthering Waves is a different case, starting out with an already strong and sizable community behind it. The game looks more solid, and it looks like it's here to stay as Genshin's strong competitor, but now there's the divide into two communities, kuroshills and hoyoshills. Last time we saw this kind of divide was like what, 1949? It's almost like people forgot that you can have multiple games to play. That's the reason why no same person will only get a Big Mac for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Games offer different flavors, genres that cater towards certain audiences. It shouldn't be such a shocker that people like the game that you don't like. I personally only invested in Wuwo and PGR, but I tried HSR and ZZZ and figured that the gameplay loop doesn't hook me. But I can at least acknowledge that what they did good, and if someone else prefers what they're good at than the games I play, then why should it matter to me? It's good for them. And if someone tells me to stop playing Wuwo because apparently it's trash to them, then I don't give a damn. Chun-Li got me in her grasp and I'll voluntarily be a victim. Now, stopping this gacha tribalism brain rot will be hard, because for some people, even if the one that shot drum shoots at these guys, they will not bleed because that's how thick their skulls are. Unfortunately, there will always be people that starts yapping about how X game is better than Y, and the best you can do is ignore them or leave a message to stop the unnecessary hate or glazing. If you're watching this, best you can do is just go on with your day and not start talking smack. If a game isn't in your taste and you prefer to not play it, then by all means go ahead. But that doesn't mean you should rub your negative experience to people that are currently enjoying it and start talking about how the game you're playing does it infinitely better. It's alright to have a good discussion about two games and how they fare against each other in similar aspects, but don't make it devolve into an absolute yap fest. But then again, having a civil discussion is pretty much impossible nowadays once a bum looks at your thread and throws some pile of garbage in there. You don't need to say Wuwo's combat is better to people that play ZZZ or Genshin, nor people should bash Wuwo's just simply because they don't like it. Both games now drives competition. They're gonna push each other to make their games better, and yapping about comparisons just ruins the fun for you and others. We just gotta stop the glazing. It honestly just ruins the image of actual players that are most of the time pretty chill. It's a lose-lose situation, nobody wins here. Well, except if it's a niche game community, or people that don't open social media, and China.